about the other verses, right? Because right now we have the Locks who have been going in talking. Nobody can battle. They trying to call out whoever, whenever, however. That's battle.
Nobody can battle Locks. There's no group that can battle the Locks. Like a group?
I don't know.
What rap group can battle the Locks?
Outkast.
They can't battle the Locks. They don't have enough hits. Outkast don't got 20.
Outkast definitely has 20.
Outkast don't have 20.
Outkast definitely has 20.
Outkast might not have 10.
What?
That's just me.
Really?
They don't have 20.
Oh, man.
20? Outkast don't have 20. There's 0% chance of Outkast. They don't have enough albums.
Man, listen.
My biggest issue with Outkast is always they don't have enough bodies of work. They got 3 albums, 4 albums.
But when it comes down to solos, I want to see, and I put this on Instagram. It's time. Since 50 will not battle T.I. G-Unit versus Dipset. It needs to go down. It needs to happen. Jim Jones, Freaky Zicky, Cameron, Joel Santana versus 50 Cent, Lloyd Banks.
I can see that one.
Tony Yayo.
I can see that
Young
one.
Buck.
I can see that one.
Even if you want to throw it back to the old G-Unit with the Game.
I can see this one.
And throw him in there.
But I can see this one, but it's going to sound crazy me saying it.
Who you think going to win?
G-Unit does not have a chance in that battle. Dipset will wipe the floor with them.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
That's not going to be close.
Why?
Because outside of like 50 and like 50 shit, how much dope G-Unit shit do you got?
Like I've always said.
Like what bank shit you going to play? What Yayo shit you going to play?
You have to account the mixtapes.
Even if you account that. They don't got harder mixtape shit than Dipset.
I don't know, man. This will be a great battle. I think it would be a great versus.
Play the G-Unit album versus Diplomatic Immunity. You tell me which one was the harder group.
I'm not talking about the album. I'm talking about mixtapes.
Even the mixtapes, that's not close to me.
I don't know, man.
It's not close to me. Jimmy and Cam alone.
Who in Dipset was touching the Lloyd Banks Victory freestyle?
Listen, man.
Who? What song would you put against that?
You can listen, man.
I'm just saying.
Santana's Town. I could put against that.
Really?
Yeah.
Santana's Town to Banks.
Yeah.
Victory freestyle.
Absolutely.
Oh man.
Absolutely. You can play. You play the both right now. Santana's Town, bringing it off harder.
Really?
Yeah, man. Come on, man. Stop playing. Stop playing, man.
That battle. I think everybody needs to go on Instagram and Facebook and start inboxing verses. I think. Matter of fact, hey, I need my boy King Henry. Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? He do the portraits. That's Jim Jones' cousin. That's actually his family.
Word.
And he's from Roosevelt.
That's what's up.
I think you need to dial up Jimmy and tell him he need to get in touch with the verses. Call up Cam.
50's so shady though. I don't think 50 would even do it.
Well, 50. Well, listen, 50. You need to get off your high horse for that one, bro.
I don't think 50 would do it.
You would have to get off your high horse for that one.
50 move like a sucker. He always has.
It's time. It's all right. So then, pretty much, let's do Dipset versus the Locks. The Locks have been calling people out. Dipset versus the Locks. Then we go that way. The Locks want to do it.
Dipset can't run with the Locks.
Oh man,
because they wasn't around in the 90s.
Yeah. Well, Cam was.
We gonna do when they play Benjamins, like you got certain iconic shit that's like hip hop classics, and it's like when you play certain shit from the 90s. It's like, what you gonna do?
Listen, man.
Like they was part of Bad Boy. They got records with Biggie.
Yeah.
So when I play records with Biggie, you don't got records with Biggie. You don't got records with Pop. What you gonna play? You barely got records with Jay. I got those too. You know what I'm saying? Like it's certain like you gotta like to be able to compete with niggas from the 90s. You had to be around in the 90s. It was a different type of sound.
But that's what I'm saying. So then that's why I put G-Unit, Dipset.
That would be a good battle, but I would.
Y'all talking about G-Unit and Dipset. I'm still trying to see who gonna battle Mary.
Nobody can battle Mary J. Blige. Nobody can battle
except
Mary J.
for Usher.
What?
Guess nobody want to hear no damn Usher.
Usher could battle.
Nobody want to hear no damn Usher.
We just never want to put male versus female, but Usher could battle Mary.
Really?
Those are the only
I don't
two.
want to hear that.
Or maybe Mariah. Not even Mariah Carey can't. It would have to be Usher.
Don't go there. Don't go there.
Mariah Carey got hits though.
Throw Mariah Carey out of here.
She got hits, man. She got hits.
Get her the fuck out of here.
Y'all bugging. Y'all want to play some Mariah?
Nah, get Mariah Carey. Park her whole shit, guys.
Listen, I agree. Mary would get Mariah out of here, but I think Usher versus Mary would be a really fucking good battle.
Really?
They both were banging in the 90s, 2000s. Like their eras were the same. The eras were the same. So I think that would be a much better battle. Those two. Because R. Kelly locked up, and I don't know if I want to sit through an R. Kelly.
I just want to hear Mary.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think nobody.
No, don't be disrespectful. Don't be disrespectful. Everybody would love to sit through R. Kelly. That music is fire. Stop.
I got a daughter.
Well, R. Kelly. Listen, man.
I ain't sitting through it.
The only
music is music.
Even as a father, the only thing I could say what R. Kelly did wrong was
that's crazy. The only thing is crazy.
The two.
I don't even know what you about to say after this, but saying the only thing is crazy.
Me personally, I only count two because if you lie about your age and the deed is already done, it's hard. It's hard. How's he gonna take that back? A
15-year-old can't lie about her age and make me fuck her.
Why?
Because I know you're 15, bitch. I know you lying. You look 15.
How?
You look 18. I'm not fucking.
There's 15-year-olds out here right now who are completely stacked. Like,
and guess who ain't fucking them? Me.
But they don't look that way, and they don't talk that way.
You got to listen to the conversation, but you got to remember yourself. At the end of the day, like, chicks is throwing themselves at you. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so
crazy.
Grown women, little girls, and then my thing is I also blame the parents at the end of the day. I'm sorry, you have to.
Yeah.
You gonna tell me you're gonna let Azalea go to an R. Kelly concert?
You blaming one man's actions on somebody else?
I'm blaming the whole. I said I
hold him
for the two. I hold him for the main two.
You hold him for what he did, and what he did was fuck minors a lot.
Listen, you got chicks out here that has lied about their age, and you could have hit them.
If it's one chick, right, happened one time, hey, I get it. But it's a pattern, right? When you got like 30 chicks, hey, they all lied about their age. Like,
but a lot of them did.
They all lied.
A lot of them did. A lot of them did. I'm sorry. Listen.
At some point, you know they're lying. Of course they're lying, but you know that they're lying and you don't care.
And then you want to know something where I say black people have become complete contradictions.
Why?
Because we praised pimp culture.
Who's this we?
Black people.
I don't know if we praise pimp culture
pimps
per se.
Even coming up in the music, we praise the pimps.
Even pimping ain't as bad.
Really?
No.
They take the young runaways, the young stragglers.
They don't all take the young runaways.
They take the young runaways.
Stop. There's grown-ass hoes out here.
There is grown-ass hoes,
right,
but guess what?
So let's not act like they all young runaways.
But you think they all getting trained when they're that age? No. A lot of them are getting trained when they're young. They train and break them while they're young.
So listen, does it happen? Of course it happens. I'm not saying that it doesn't, but what I'm saying is every pimp is not training and breaking 14, 15, and 16-year-old women.
Listen.
Or girls, I should say.
They have.
I don't know the answer to that. I don't know any pimps personally to ask them. But I know some grown-ass hoes out here that got pimps, and they 40. They ain't 14.
But how long have they been in the game?
Speaking of women, you know, I came across something the other day, and it shocked the fuck out of me.
What's that?
Mm-hmm.
There's this thing. You got to Google it. Mm-hmm. There's this thing called Insta edges. Have you heard of that shit?
Insta edges.
It's sort of it's for bitches out here who don't got like the top of their hair, like the front of their hair. Instead of laces, they're called Insta edges. It's like a strip of like. Yeah, you gotta look. The women. That's and the women, the girl, the lady, she's making like a lot of money, almost almost $1 million now. And she's a lady from the hood. And basically, you just slap the edges on, and it got fucking Insta edges. So I wonder, like, does this shit matter to you guys? Like, does the lace game matter to you guys?
It only matters when the chicks don't know how to correctly install them.
Okay,
that's when I say that. That's when it matters.
Insta edges. Like, she sprays some water on her shit, and then she just slaps them on. It's like,
the
wow.
lace front matters.
Fucking amazing.
But you got chicks who does
the lace game matter?
The Insta edges and still fuck it up. Like,
yeah,
you still fuck up. And all you have to, it's just like fucking them instant grits. All you have to do is add water. Like,
you know what the crazy thing though? Like, the older I get,
the shit is amazing. Yeah.
The older I get, the more I do care about.
Look it up.
The more I do care about what's under that wig. Like, when I was a little bit younger, I didn't necessarily care. Like, if it looked good, I don't care, right? But now I wonder about what's under it because I think that it's like an indicator. Like, depending on how a woman keeps her natural hair, it will show you how she feels about herself sometimes. Like, her self-esteem is like, how do you keep your natural hair, or you just...
Not necessarily, because sometimes people can't, like for her, there's a real thing out here called like alopecia. You know what I'm saying? There's real things out here that affect women's hair.
I'm not talking about one-offs.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's not one-off. There's a lot of women out here that suffer from alopecia.
Just like everybody Native American.
And there's a lot of...
everybody Cherokee. I'm not dealing with this.
No, it's not.
Every bitch is born here, so they got alopecia.
Because it's men too. Because the men get their lace fronts on too, my nigga. Don't let me bring that shit the fuck up.
It happens, but it's more rare.
They getting Jesus. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's not rare no more.
It's more rare.
It's
more rare.
Harvey been putting y'all niggas on. It ain't rare no more.
You know a nigga who wear one?
I've seen it all over Instagram.
I can name 50 chicks that wear lace fronts. And I can't name one nigga that wear one.
That shit.
You know one that wear one.
I've been watching all that shit. And it's the same niggas that be having a spray paint on beards and shit like that. Don't let me come for y'all niggas because y'all don't come for the women.
Listen, Black Ice don't count, goddammit. Black Ice do not count. Black Ice don't count.
The black powder shit. Yeah, like get the fuck out of here. Yeah. But yeah, like that's what I'm saying. So men be doing it too.
Not saying
but
that
what I'm saying is just... And ladies, my ladies, does it matter for you if a man is out here lace front and shit? Like, does it care? For me, it does. I don't give a fuck. They be fly as fuck.
That would be a good question.
They be fly as
for the ladies. If you found out a nigga you just started talking to was wearing a lace front, does that change your perception of him? If the nigga wearing a lace front on a date,
I would be impressed. Like, my nigga, we going together. Let's go get this shit done.
That would be a fucking good question. Because I know what these bitches are going to say. They're going to be like, hell no, I don't wear lace front. I want men to have confidence.
That's a lie. Why?
Because it's double standard.
That's a lie.
What's good for y'all ain't good for us, and vice versa.
That's a fact.
Listen, I would not mind if a guy did it.
Please.
I wouldn't mind if a guy did it.
Let a nigga pop up with a fake dick. Let a nigga pop up and be like, I got surgery on my dick to make it bigger. Y'all niggas would be like, what? This is fake dick? You got vegan dick?
Uh-oh.
If it works.
Uh-oh.
You know what I'm saying? It's double standards for everything.
Vegan bitches be happy.
Let you find out your nigga had lipo.
Here. There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, please.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Sin.
I'm with it.
Sin. You're my sister.
But you capping.
I love you. But you're capping.
You're all the way capping. I think LeBron James should get a lace front. I think these things should happen.
LeBron James need to go bald. He just needs to cut it off.
Cut it off, man.
It's over. It's okay. You are
There's confidence in going bald.
Yeah.
There's confidence in that.
Go bald.
There's not confidence in capping and wearing a lace front. There's confidence in going bald.
Exactly. Because if a guy puts on a lace front, is he not hiding?
Yeah, he is.
What's
capping?
Underneath?
No,
men can't cap. We're not allowed to do what y'all can do.
Is that what you think women are doing? Hiding?
Y'all can cap. Yes, that's exactly what I believe. But listen, that's a whole nother topic. I'm not going down. I'm not willing to die on that ledge.
That's a long.
That's a ledge.
You're already on a ledge. Deneen asking you if you got a word and shit. You're already on some type of ledge.
I'm still waiting for Deneen to send a motherfucking picture. Send a picture to the podcast, Deneen. Because I think you look like Miss Chewbacca. But anyway.
Nah.
She gotta say nothing.
Nah, she's not.
She don't look like no Chewbacca.
She look nice?
She's not Chewbacca. Nah, not at all.
Then he asked her if she looked nice.
Yeah, she nice. This nigga
avoided the whole question.
Yo, anyway,
I didn't avoid it.
Anyway,
I answered the question.
TikTok,
she's nice.
TikTok going bye-bye. I don't know. I think this is only...
TikTok is going bye-bye. I feel bad.
Do you? This is only.
My daughter loves this shit.
I feel like this is only affects 18 and under. Is people over 18 on TikTok?
But hello.
I don't care.
Yes, it started growing.
I don't really care for it.
I really think it has to. Well, I think it really has to do a lot with this election. Something is funky with this whole election. Everybody's going back to normal after the election, meaning kids are going back to school. I really think all this shit is just about this fucking election, and it's irking me. From COVID on down to TikTok, they have this new documentary out on Netflix for talking about the